Welcome to Brazil, the largest country in South America and one of the most diverse nations on Earth. Covering nearly half the continent, Brazil is home to vast rainforests, massive river systems, sprawling cities, remote wetlands, and thousands of kilometers of Atlantic coastline. It shares borders with almost every other country in South America and includes a remarkable range of ecosystems, climates, and cultural traditions. Brazil is a country shaped by layers of influence: indigenous cultures, Portuguese colonization, African heritage, and waves of immigration from Europe and Asia. These different roots are reflected in the country's food, music, languages, architecture, and regional customs. While Portuguese is the official language, the way of life can feel very different depending on whether you're in the Amazon, the northeast coast, the southern plains, or the bustling urban centers. It's also a country of superlatives. Brazil is home to the Amazon River, the world's largest rainforest, one of the largest waterfalls on the planet, and some of the biggest and most vibrant cities in the Southern Hemisphere. It's the only Portuguese-speaking country in the Americas and has the fifth largest population in the world. Brazil is also one of the most biodiverse countries on the planet, with countless species of plants and animals found nowhere else. Culturally, Brazil is known for its energy and expressiveness. From the rhythms of samba and bossa nova to the colors of carnival, the passion for football, and the daily life that often spills into the streets. But beyond the clichés, Brazil is also filled with quiet natural beauty, colonial towns frozen in time, and remote wilderness that few tourists ever reach. In this video, we'll explore some of the most beautiful, historically rich, and visually striking destinations across the country. Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is one of the most iconic cities in the world, known for its vibrant culture, natural beauty, and instantly recognizable landmarks. Nestled between lush mountains and the Atlantic Ocean, the city is often associated with its dramatic coastline and lively atmosphere. It's the kind of place where urban life and nature constantly overlap, with neighborhoods stretching up into the hills and beaches forming the heart of everyday life. The city's most famous symbol is the Christ the Redeemer statue, perched atop Corcovado Mountain. At over 30 meters tall, it overlooks the entire city and is visible from nearly every angle, offering panoramic views of Rio's layout. Equally iconic is Sugarloaf Mountain, a granite peak at the entrance of Guanabara Bay that's best reached via cable car for a 360-degree look at the city's coastline and skyline. Rio is also home to the legendary Copacabana and Ipanema beaches, both of which are more than just places to relax. They're active hubs of local culture. Beach volleyball, foot volley, and informal football games happen daily, while vendors walk the sand selling everything from fresh coconut water to grilled cheese skewers. The beaches reflect the city's spirit: energetic, expressive, and social. Beyond the scenic views, Rio is known for its cultural traditions. The annual carnival is the largest in the world, attracting millions of visitors to watch elaborate parades, samba dances, and street parties. Even outside of carnival season, samba music, street art, and outdoor gatherings are a constant presence. In Rio, life often happens outdoors, in plazas, on sidewalks, and along the beachfront, making it one of the most dynamic and visually rich cities in Brazil. Iguazu Falls. Straddling the border between Brazil and Argentina, Iguazu Falls is one of the most powerful and awe-inspiring natural wonders in the world. The falls stretch for nearly 3 kilometers across the Iguazu River, with over 270 individual cascades dropping into a lush subtropical gorge. From the Brazilian side, visitors are treated to panoramic views of the entire system, a sweeping, dramatic display of water, mist, and sound that's almost overwhelming in scale. The centerpiece of the falls is the Garganta do Diabo, or Devil's Throat, a U-shaped chasm where massive volumes of water plunge over 80 meters into the abyss below. A walkway brings visitors close to the edge, where the roar of the water is so loud it drowns out conversation, and the spray creates permanent rainbows. It's one of those rare places where you don't just watch nature, you feel it. Surrounding the falls is the Iguazu National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that protects the area's rich biodiversity. The park is home to hundreds of bird species, capuchin monkeys, coatis, and even jaguars, although they're rarely seen. Trails and viewing platforms wind through the forest, offering chances to see both the wildlife and the falls from different angles. The Brazilian side is especially well known for its elevated walkways and panoramic perspectives. While many travelers combine visits to both the Brazilian and Argentine sides, the Brazilian side is often considered the best for capturing the full scope of the falls in a single view. It's easy to access, well-organized for visitors, and unforgettable in its scale. Iguazu Falls isn't just one of Brazil's top natural attractions, it's among the most spectacular waterfall systems in the world. Pantanal. The Pantanal is the largest tropical wetland in the world and one of the best places on Earth to see wildlife in its natural habitat. Spanning across Brazil, Bolivia, and Paraguay, the majority of the Pantanal lies within the Brazilian states of Mato Grosso and Mato Grosso do Sul. While the Amazon rainforest gets more global attention, the Pantanal offers far better opportunities for spotting animals due to its open landscapes and seasonal flood patterns. What makes the Pantanal so unique is its incredible concentration of wildlife. It's home to jaguars, capybaras, giant river otters, caimans, howler monkeys, and over 650 species of birds, including the striking hyacinth macaw and the iconic jabiru stork. Unlike dense forests, the Pantanal's flat, watery plains provide wide visibility, allowing travelers to experience nature up close, whether by boat, horseback, or open 4x4 vehicle. The region's cycle of flooding and drying creates a dynamic environment that changes with the seasons. During the wet season, much of the area is submerged, forming a vast inland sea. In the dry season, the waters recede, concentrating wildlife around shrinking pools and riverbanks, making it the ideal time for spotting animals. Lodges and eco-tours are carefully managed to protect the delicate balance of this ecosystem while offering guided excursions for visitors. Despite its ecological importance, the Pantanal remains one of Brazil's lesser visited natural areas, especially compared to the Amazon. But for those seeking authentic wildlife experiences without crowds, it's one of the most rewarding places in the country. The Pantanal isn't about fast-paced sightseeing. It's about immersion, patience, and the quiet thrill of observing nature in one of its purest forms. Amazon rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is one of the most defining features of Brazil and the planet as a whole. Covering roughly 60% of Brazilian territory, it's the largest tropical rainforest on Earth and home to a tenth of all known species. The scale is difficult to comprehend. Stretching across 9 countries, the Amazon basin is a vast, breathing ecosystem that plays a key role in global climate regulation, biodiversity, and freshwater cycles. The Brazilian city of Manaus serves as the main gateway to the Amazon. From here, visitors can travel by boat into the rainforest, where lodges and river cruises offer guided experiences into the region's dense vegetation and waterways. Popular excursions include spotting pink river dolphins, sloths, howler monkeys, and countless species of birds, insects, and reptiles. Guided night walks and canoe rides are also common, revealing the sounds and activity of the forest after dark. One of the most striking features of the region is the meeting of the waters, where the dark Rio Negro and the sandy-colored Solimões River flow side by side without mixing for several kilometers. This natural phenomenon is just outside Manaus and is one of the most visited sites in the area. For many, it's the first glimpse of the immense power and complexity of the Amazon's river system. While deforestation and environmental challenges remain pressing issues, visiting the Amazon offers a unique perspective on the importance of conservation and the interconnectedness of natural systems. It's not just a place of trees and rivers, it's a living, breathing biome that supports millions of people, plants, and animals. For travelers, it offers a rare chance to step into one of the world's last true wildernesses. São Paulo. São Paulo is Brazil's largest city and one of the largest in the world. With over 22 million people in its greater metropolitan area, it's a sprawling, fast-paced hub of business, culture, and innovation. While it may not have the beachside appeal of Rio, São Paulo offers a different kind of experience, one rooted in diversity, creativity, and the energy of urban life at scale. At first glance, São Paulo can feel overwhelming. The skyline is dense with high-rises, the streets are always in motion, and the traffic is legendary. But look closer, and you'll find neighborhoods with distinct personalities. Avenida Paulista is the city's financial heart and cultural axis, home to museums like the MASP São Paulo Museum of Art, while areas like Vila Madalena are filled with street art, music venues, and relaxed cafes. The city is a mosaic of people and influences shaped by generations of immigrants from Japan, Italy, Lebanon, and more. Food is a major part of life in São Paulo. It's considered the culinary capital of Brazil, with everything from traditional street snacks to world-renowned fine dining. You'll find markets overflowing with produce and spices, family-run restaurants serving regional dishes, and high-end spots pushing the boundaries of modern Brazilian cuisine. The city is also home to the largest Japanese community outside of Japan, and the Liberdade district is a center for Japanese culture, food, and festivals. São Paulo isn't a city for quick sightseeing. It's a place to experience through its rhythm, its contrasts, and its sheer variety. From business towers to colonial churches, from packed soccer stadiums to hidden art galleries, it's a city that never fully reveals itself on the first visit. It may not be Brazil's postcard image, but it's very much its economic and cultural engine, a place where things are constantly evolving. Salvador. Located in the northeastern state of Bahia, Salvador is one of Brazil's most historically and culturally significant cities. It was the country's first capital and served as a major port during the transatlantic slave trade, which has deeply influenced its culture, music, food, and religion. Today, Salvador is known for its Afro-Brazilian heritage, colonial architecture, and a strong sense of regional identity that feels distinct from anywhere else in Brazil. The city's historic center, known as the Pelourinho, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site filled with colorful buildings, cobblestone streets, and centuries-old churches. It's a vibrant area where you'll hear drumming in the squares, see capoeira practiced in open courtyards, and encounter a mix of locals, artists, and travelers. The Baroque Church of San Francisco, with its gilded interior, stands as one of the most ornate in the country. Cultural expression is at the core of Salvador. The city is the birthplace of Axé music and candomblé, an Afro-Brazilian religion that blends African spiritual traditions with elements of Catholicism. Local festivals and parades, especially during Carnival, bring these traditions to life in the streets. Even day to day, you'll notice residents wearing traditional white clothing, symbolic of Afro-Brazilian identity and spirituality. Salvador also offers a beautiful coastline, with beaches like Porto da Barra and Itapuã that are popular for swimming, sunbathing, and enjoying local snacks sold along the shore. Combined with its rich music scene, deeply rooted traditions, and relaxed tropical vibe, Salvador is a place where Brazil's African heritage is both celebrated and woven into the fabric of daily life. It's not just a historical site, it's a living, breathing expression of culture. Lençóis Maranhenses National Park. Located in the northeastern state of Maranhão, Lençóis Maranhenses National Park is one of Brazil's most surreal and visually striking natural landscapes. The name translates to bed sheets of Maranhão, which perfectly describes the scene. a seemingly endless expanse of white sand dunes stretching across the horizon. What makes this place unique is the presence of crystal-clear lagoons that form between the dunes during the rainy season, creating an otherworldly contrast of desert and water. Although it looks like a desert, Lençóis Maranhenses technically isn't one. The region receives a substantial amount of rainfall between January and June, which collects in the low points between the dunes. The result is a network of freshwater lagoons, some shallow, some deep, that are perfect for swimming and exploring. The most famous of these include Lagoa Azul and Lagoa Bonita, both known for their brilliant blue-green water and surrounding dunes. Access to the park is typically through the small town of Barreirinhas, from where guided 4x4 tours and boat trips begin. Visitors can hike the dunes barefoot, float in the lagoons, or watch the sunset over the sweeping sands. The landscape is constantly shifting due to wind and rain, which means it never looks exactly the same twice. It's a place that's both peaceful and cinematic, ideal for photographers and nature lovers alike. What makes Lençóis Maranhenses especially remarkable is how remote and untouched it feels. Despite growing popularity, the park still retains a sense of isolation, with limited infrastructure inside the protected area. There are no buildings, no roads, and no development, just raw, natural beauty shaped entirely by weather and time. For those willing to make the journey, it offers one of the most unique and unforgettable environments in Brazil. Ouro Preto. Located in the state of Minas Gerais, Ouro Preto is one of Brazil's most important colonial-era towns, known for its Baroque architecture, steep hills, and deep historical roots. Founded during the 18th century gold rush, the town was once the richest city in Brazil and played a key role in the Portuguese Empire's expansion in the Americas. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site that draws visitors for its preserved heritage and striking mountainous setting. The town's name, which means black gold, refers to the dark-colored gold that was mined in the area, often mixed with iron oxide. The wealth generated during this period funded the construction of ornate churches, mansions, and public buildings, many of which still stand today. Churches like São Francisco de Assis and Nossa Senhora do Pilar are notable for their intricate woodwork, gilded interiors, and contributions by renowned Brazilian sculptor Alejandro. Walking through Ouro Preto feels like stepping back in time. The narrow cobblestone streets, colorful colonial houses, and panoramic views of the surrounding hills create a strong sense of place. The town is also home to museums, student republics, and several cultural festivals, including a famous Holy Week celebration that transforms the streets with religious processions and floral carpets. Beyond its historical attractions, Ouro Preto is surrounded by natural beauty. The nearby Itacolomi State Park offers hiking trails and viewpoints, while old mining tunnels and abandoned gold routes can still be explored in guided tours. Together, they reflect the blend of human history and natural landscape that defines the region. For travelers interested in Brazil's colonial past and cultural heritage, Ouro Preto is a must-see. It's not only one of the most visually unique towns in the country, but also a place that helps tell the larger story of Brazil's formation, economy, and artistic legacy. Fernando de Noronha. Located about 350 kilometers off Brazil's northeast coast, Fernando de Noronha is an archipelago of volcanic islands known for its crystal-clear waters, abundant marine life, and carefully preserved natural environment. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the island group is widely considered to have some of the most beautiful beaches in Brazil, if not the world. The main island is the only one inhabited by humans and is carefully managed to minimize environmental impact. Daily visitor numbers are limited, and all tourists must pay an environmental preservation fee to enter. These restrictions help protect the island's delicate ecosystems, which include nesting sites for sea turtles, coral reefs, and marine reserves filled with fish, rays, and reef sharks. Dolphins Bay is especially famous for its daily gathering of spinner dolphins, a rare natural spectacle. One of the most iconic beaches is Bahia do Sancho, which has been repeatedly ranked among the world's top beaches. It's only accessible by a narrow staircase built into a cliff, but the effort is worth it. The view from the top and the experience of swimming in its turquoise waters are unforgettable. Nearby, Bahia dos Porcos offers panoramic rock formations and shallow pools perfect for snorkeling. The island is also a top destination for diving and snorkeling, thanks to its clear visibility and healthy coral systems. Sea turtles, reef sharks, barracudas, and colorful reef fish are commonly seen, and the lack of large-scale tourism has helped keep the waters pristine. Even from the surface, boat tours and guided swims offer a chance to see marine life in action. Fernando de Noronha isn't the easiest destination to reach, but for those looking for unspoiled nature and low-impact tourism, it's a standout. It combines the best of Brazil's coastal beauty with a level of preservation that makes it feel almost untouched, a rare balance between paradise and protection. Brazil is a country of contrasts, from rainforests to megacities, colonial towns to remote islands. It offers an unmatched variety of landscapes and cultural experiences. In this documentary, we explored just a portion of what makes Brazil such a captivating destination. The iconic views of Rio de Janeiro, the raw power of Iguazu Falls, the unmatched biodiversity of the Pantanal and Amazon, and the rich history found in towns like Ouro Preto and Paraty. Each region of Brazil feels like a world of its own. The north is dominated by the vast green lungs of the Amazon, while the northeast is steeped in Afro-Brazilian culture and home to some of the country's oldest cities. The south blends European influences with mountain scenery, and the center-west offers wetlands and open plains teeming with wildlife. Coastal regions, meanwhile, provide countless beach towns, reef-protected waters, and vibrant urban centers. It's also a country where heritage and nature often exist side by side. Colonial churches sit near waterfalls, traditional music echoes from city streets, and ancient trails still cut through forested landscapes. Brazil isn't just large, it's layered. There's always more to discover, and no two trips ever feel the same. If you enjoyed this journey through Brazil, give the video a like and subscribe for more travel documentaries. And let us know in the comments. Which place would you visit first, or did we miss one of your favorites? We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.